hope you're doing well, and I'm Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk to you about covert narcissists. I've decided that there is too much content to just condense into one video, and I want to tell you about some of the characteristics of a covert narcissist, which is something that I feel like was really familiar for me. So welcome to my channel. Keep watching my videos, I guess, and commenting because I like engaging with you, and stay bright and sunny. So a covert narcissist is one of the narcissistic types that's going to be introverted. I think one of the qualities of a narcissist is that they're loud, they're bold and extravagant and grandiose. But a covert narcissist is like the polar opposite, but they are still a major issue to deal with. They might be quiet, but they're just as deadly because they won't be grandiose and over the top loud, but they're going to still be insidious. I think that's the word. So some of the characteristics of a narcissistic person who is a covert narcissist: they are going to be very self-conscious of themselves. They will be defensive when you try to tell them that they did something wrong. They're going to be vehemently denying it. They are going to be extremely insecure. They will also be shy and introverted. And they're going to be sensitive to criticism in a way that's not natural, because no one likes criticism as much as its aim is to help you improve yourself and become a better person. But a normal person might just feel a bit bad about it, but they're going to get over it. A covert narcissist won't get over it that fast. They will view it as a very personal attack, and they will view you as if you're trying to destroy everything that they're working for, because again, they are empty inside like all other narcissists. So when you criticize a covert narcissist, this criticism just confirms what they believe to be true of themselves, and they don't like facing the truth because they know that they are bags of nothing. Another characteristic that you're going to find in a covert narcissist is that they're going to be very passive-aggressive. They'll be passive-aggressive because this means that they don't have to actually lash out and take a strong stance or take an action that might put them out there, because again, they're shy and introverted. So they will rely on other tactics that are honestly boring, that I had to deal with, and I really hated having to do this. So their passive aggression is they use it so that they can get back at people who they feel wronged them in some way or another, and they're also going to try and get vengeance on someone who wrongs them. And some of the characteristics that that show their passive aggressiveness are teasing you, mocking your efforts at doing something, giving you the silent treatment, which deserves a full video on its own, or shifting the blame. Another characteristic of a covert narcissist is that they act modest and act like, oh no, I'm not all that good. Like they modest bait you, because they don't act modest because they feel modest or they feel like they don't actually deserve anything. In their minds, they believe that they deserve all the praise and they deserve everything that they get and a whole lot more. So they're going to act modest because they're too shy to demand for what they want, like an overt narcissist will. So they will do this so that you can turn around and tell them, oh no, but you're so good at this. Oh no, but I think you're the best. And this is feeding them. Basically, it's what they want. They act modest to earn praise without looking like they are fishing for it, because they're shy and introverted, they avoid social interactions because it takes so much effort for them to maintain this image of perfection and to just make sure nothing goes wrong in their lives. So they don't want to risk being around people at a time when they are not in full control of themselves and their emotions, because they are prone to rage like you haven't seen before, as much as they're shy and introverted. And covert narcissists also live in a world of fantasy. Like, one told me that when he was younger, he used to believe that like life was a kind of a simulation, and I'm not sure I want to go into this story because it might sound like a personal attack, but I'm not naming any names. And honestly, I've been with a string of narcissists. It's just bizarre. So anyway, one told me that he felt like when he was a child, he thought that the world only existed around him, like the whole world existed, but when he'd move into a place, then that's when other people will start doing things and just living their lives around him, like toxic main character energy. So yeah, covert narcissists live in a world of fantasies where they have special powers, they are extremely successful, they are gifted in some way, they are powerful, they win at the end of the day, they are the heroes and they're celebrated. That's what goes inside the head of a covert narcissist. And because they're so introverted but they're still narcissistic, it's like these two opposites pulling against each other. Yeah. So they might be more prone to depression than other narcissistic personality types because they might not get the praise that they feel is due to them. They might not get the attention they feel they deserve. They might miss that promotion at work that they feel they are the only ones who should get because everyone else is far beneath them. And they're also prone to anxiety because they are so scared of their inner monster, actually their inner nothing, coming out and being exposed to the world. So I think these are two of the mental issues that might drive a covert narcissist to seek therapy, because it's too much to deal with. And rather than turn out their issues onto the whole world, they turn them out onto one person who is often really inadequate to hold all that they expect. And covert narcissists hold grudges for a very long time because they don't want to expose the monster in them. So they're going to wait for the perfect time to strike. And this is why they're so scary and insidious. Like, you might feel like they're waylaying you or something. Whoa. Just a minute. I was talking about how covert narcissists are going to wait for the right time to revenge. When they feel that you've wronged them in some way, like you have exposed them or you have criticized them out of turn, or you withheld something that they actually deserve, or you are stepping out of line if you're in a relationship with them, they feel like you're starting to grow a big head or something like that. They're going to, and then you slip out of their hands. They are not going to execute their revenge in public because they're introverted. So they will wait for the right moment to maybe shame you, start rumors about you, mess up a project that you're working on. They are just terrible, terrible creatures. Then covert narcissists are also very envious of other people who get what they believe they deserve. They are going to feel like someone has a lot of money and they are dumber than them. They don't deserve to hold a certain position because they're not as qualified, or they're just going to be envious and use any excuse. And this goes kind of both ways. They believe that other people are also extremely envious of them, so they are going to be even more protective of themselves. And this leads to a kind of paranoia when they're having to interact with other people in public. Covert narcissists are also going to feel very inadequate, which by all rights they are. They are, because they're basically nothing in human form. So they will feel inadequate, and because they can't deal with these feelings by themselves, they're going to project their inadequacies onto others. Most of the times, especially in my experience, these inadequacies, it's projected onto a spouse, which is okay. The inadequacy is projected onto the supply. I think I'm going to go into a glossary of terms you'll hear about in narcissism. So, if, for instance, they feel they are poor in public speaking, they're going to tell you that your voice sounds strange, which is something I've been told a lot, that I ask too many questions, which makes me look a bit dumb, that I have a strange walking style, that I don't look good in certain outfits, that I can't sing. Okay, maybe I can't sing, but honestly, it's just a lot of nonsense. I can't dance. And when I took a step back from the situation, when I was about to leave the narcissist who I identify these characteristics in, I realized that most of these things he was accusing me of were actually things that he himself fell way short of. And like Sophie commented on my Valentine's video, like it's saying that her ex used to tell her that she wasn't capable of progressing, or is it self-improvement, that's the word. And yet he turns out he was the one who was incapable of it. It's what covert narcissists do, I believe. I think it's something that all kinds of narcissists can use, because they're going to use all tactics in the end, but this is it's especially a powerful weapon for them, because once they put you on the spot and tell you that you're not doing a certain thing, or you're doing a certain thing the wrong way, then you're going to be defensive, and then you've already lost the moment you do that. So honestly, you shouldn't take these attacks personally if you're stuck with one. Another thing, that the final characteristic actually of covert narcissists is that they seem empathetic, and that's the worst thing, because it's the thing that wins over flying monkeys so fast. They seem like they have good intentions, like their heart is in the right place. They might help someone who is short of cash. They might give them a loan, a soft loan or something, but it's not going to be because they want to do this from the bottom of their hearts. It's going to be because they want to be recognized for their goodness, so that this person that they're helping and the others who see them helping are going to tell them, oh wow, you're so good, again singing their praises, so that they can plump up their inner nothingness. And this is why covert narcissists are, I think, man, all narcissists are the worst, but this is just, it's terrible, because I actually dealt with it on a personal level, and some actions that he took didn't have any rhyme or reason for me, but now looking at them from the outside, I realized that he was just trying to stack the cards on his side, so that in case of anything, people will realize that he's always been the good guy. He's caring, he's kind, he's sacrificing, he's all of that. But believe me, once you peel back that layer of shyness and introversion, it's just pure darkness and evil that can stain your soul. Like, it's just going to break your spirit. So if you find that you've been attracted to someone who seems nice but who seems to have issues, then take a closer look. And if you can find some of the other characteristics I talked about, or any of the other characteristics of narcissism, then take an even closer look and then maybe suggest that they could go for therapy. And their response to that is going to let you know if they're a narcissist, I think, because the last thing that a narcissist will be willing to do is to go to therapy because they feel that they are perfect and you're the one who has a problem. The whole world has a problem. They're fine the way they are. So if someone vehemently denies that they need any kind of help, then they probably do, and you're not the one who's supposed to provide this help for them. So I'll be talking about the other kinds of narcissism in my next videos. I'll be looking for the rest of the content, and yeah, I'm going to analyze them in depth. Hopefully it's going to make it clearer to identify a kind of narcissist that you suspect is a narcissist, and you can find a way to deal with them when you know what they are. So that's it for today's video. As always, thank you so much for your time. I hope to hear from you, and stay safe, stay informed, and use this information for the better good. Don't go accusing people of being narcissists when they actually aren't. But don't go giving people second chances and third chances, fourth chances and nth chances to just mess up your life, because if they're a narcissist, that's what they want to do. So that's it from me today. Stay safe, stay happy, stay sane, and goodbye.